What's going on? We back. Goodfellas Sports TV. Y'all know what the business is. Let me explain to you guys why Terence, Crawford, and Lomachenko are in, bad positions right now in the sport of boxing. I think they may be in the worst position of any other superstar or star boxer or elite prize fighter in the game. Okay? As far as legacy. As far as financially, I think Crawford is going to make out like a fat rat if he's really getting 3.5 minimum per fight. Okay, and let's talk about it. All right, both Terence Crawford and Lomachenko are on the wrong side of the street, and what I mean by that, Lomachenko has nobody to fight. He's stuck at 135 without a big unification clash and an undisputed clash with Mikey Garcia. Other than that, there's nobody for him to fight on top rank at 35. He can unify the division and become undisputed and do what Terence Crawford did at 140. But still, Terence Crawford didn't get respect put on his name, universally recognized for that, because people didn't see him in a big, meaningful fight. They didn't see him in a Hearns-Leonard fight. They didn't see him in a Crawford, not a Crawford, but a Mayweather-Pacquiao type fight. You catch my drift. He was not an elite level fight, elite 50-50 fight in the public's perception. He hasn't had that career-defining fight, or he hasn't had that grade A fight where he fought another guy that people thought that was on his level or was eye-to-eye level with him. So, without Mikey Garcia, without Gervonta Tank Davis, Lomachenko is stagnant. Okay? He's stagnant. He can stay at 35 and have title defense after title defense. And they can tell us how good he is. But beating Ray Beltran, Richard Comey, possibly fighting a guy like Robbie Jr. or something, is not going to make him pound for pound number one for real. Not in everybody's mind. Like ESPN, they can push that propaganda down people's throat. Ring TV, they can push the propaganda down people's throat. But they can't really fool the real boxing fan. Okay? They can't fool us. We knew Triple G wasn't a pound for pound top 5, 2, 3 fighter in the world, and number 1. We weren't retarded. We knew that. Okay? But for Lomachenko, he can't move. He can't become a superstar. He's an okay fighter. You can call him a star. But he can't become a superstar. Terence Crawford, he can't get that elite level A fight right now. Because he don't have nobody to play with. He can fight Alexander Buspin, Ingus. He ain't going to get no respect for that. And I said it before, it's going to be very, very hard for him to maintain the pound for pound number 1 position if you got other fighters around him fighting. And they're on the wrong side of the street. They're on the bad side of business. Bad side of business. Without Errol Spence, without Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, Terence Crawford is what? Who can he fight? He ain't going to move up. If he move up, the most prominent fighters at 154 are all with the Zone or with PBC, Showtime, Fox. Jerry Hurd, Jamel Charlo, Jaime Munguia, Julian J. Rock, Alexander Lara, Erickson Lubin. The list goes on and on. Will he move down? He already came from 140. He already dominated the division. The best case scenario for Terence Crawford in the near future is that Reaches Progress moves up. The best case scenario for Lomachenko is that Gervonta Tank Davis feels that he's ready, or Floyd get pissed at him and put him in the ring with him. Or Mikey Garcia loses to Errol Spence, come back down and fight Lomachenko. Their destiny of how their career is going to go is not in their hands. Both of these guys' their destiny is in PBC hands. And they in a bad spot as far as legacy. Financially, they good. Crawford's going to get 3.5 to fight anybody on ESPN. Anybody. That's his minimum, reportedly. So 2, 3, 4 times a year, 1 time a year, whoever he fights, he going to get a low risk, high reward fight. But the critics going to start chirping. And now you see Errol's game plan. See, Errol, when he heard Errol Spence say he lost smoke and mirrors, Aaron looked and say, look here, man. They ain't handled their business over there with Errol Spence. They ain't handled it yet. He supposed to have at least 2 belts right now. They still got 3 separate champions. You know what? Before he even get one more or 2 belts, hey man, we gonna start calling him out. Don't worry about it, Crawford. Yeah, let's make the fight. It's gonna take 3 hours to make this fight happen. It's gonna take long to make this fight happen. He already knew. He put the pressure. So now, when it comes to Errol Spence being ready to fight Terence Crawford with 2 or 3 belts of his own, Bob Arum gonna be like, well, we can't make a fight happen. They want all the A-side thing. Crawford is pound for pound number 1. I understand he got 3 belts. No, they ain't gonna want to make that fight. They ain't gonna want to make it. You know what I'm saying? We tried to make the fight before, it was 50-50 down the middle. Now, they got 3 belts. It's the pound for pound champion. We still think we deserve 50-50. And I'm trying to tell you, it ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a very difficult fight to make now that if whoever comes out on top, Shawn Porter, Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, with 3 belts or 2 belts, whoever comes out on top, they're going to try to shortchange Terence Crawford. I mean 75-25, some personally type split. Bob Arum not going to go for it. He said, when I was ready to make the fight, they didn't want to make the fight. F him. F him. Lomachenko, he in the same position. He can't move up in legacy until Mikey Garcia come back down, or until Tank come up. Maybe Gary Russell come up, but he already beat him. Let's Teofimo Lopez get ready, and then you want Teofimo Lopez to at least get 15 more fights at 25 fights, and maybe capture another world title and then unify. He ain't get no credit for beating a young Teofimo Lopez. Devin Haney with Showtime about to sign a network deal with Showtime. You have no credit for beating Devin Haney right now. So basically, both guys are close to 30. I believe Lomachenko is as well. Terence Crawford is 31. So both guys are going to be aged out. Both guys are going to fight subpar competition, taking unnecessary punishment for good money though. And then when they show vulnerabilities, when they get older, then fighters will strike. Then PBC want to make a deal. Or they're going to be forced to move up, or wait for guys to move up, like a Regis Progress to move up. Wait for Gervonta Tank Davis to move up. Wait for Alberto Machado, Miguel Burchett to move up. But that's not going to get you there, Lomachenko. It's unfortunate. 2 of the best fighters in the world are on the bad side of business, on the wrong side of business. And we wanted to get Errol Spence, Terence Crawford right now. We wanted to get Mikey versus Lomachenko right now. And it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. They can say it till they blew in their face who they want to fight. I'm not calling this guy. Y'all know who I want to fight. They champions. It's nothing that Bob Arum can do. It's nothing. Only thing he could do was try to sign Keith Thurman. He tried to sign Shawn Porter from Understand, then couldn't do it. Loyal to Al Heyman. So, it's like I said, once again, it's unfortunate that the best just can't bite the best. But now boxing is turning into leagues. This shit is leagues. Networks. It's turning into leagues. And each fighter, each fighter got to determine, what league they want to go to. And more times than not, whoever got the most money, these fighters don't really care about belts. After a certain point, they don't care about notoriety, exposure. They don't care about brands or nothing like that. The number one thing they care about is the money. If the money right, that's where they going. They don't care if they don't have another welterweight or another lightweight on that side of the street. If my money is right, let me take that money over legacy, because when you done, your body all beat in, your limbs all hurting, your knees hurting, your head bashed in. Legacy don't pay the bills. Legacy don't pay the car note. Legacy don't put your kids through college. That bag do. So all people going to some people going to spin and say, well, Crawford should have left Top Rank, and Lomachenko contract with Top Rank is up pretty soon. They should leave Top Rank and come over to PBC. Why should they have to do that? Because it's not that easy leaving Top Rank. If you hear the stories, it's not easy at all leaving Top Rank. That shit is hard. When you get to the last fight of the deal, they shelf you if you don't sign an extension. Bob Arum hot wires those contracts up. And the starving fighter of Lomachenko, the starving fighter that Terence was, there wasn't no big stars coming over here. They wasn't financially secured. You know, like a lot of fighters. They sign these contracts. They're happy. They get a big purse up front. They get a big signing bonus. Go buy a car, house, you know, buy some things. And then they get ready to fight, you know. And Crawford was promised a $3.5 million guarantee. Who gonna guarantee him that? 3 fights a year, about $3.5 million. $3.5 million. Lomachenko gonna re-up, and they gonna pay him some more too. So if I get $3.5 million to fight a fight that I'm 90% plus favored in every time going in, I don't care. Look here, I tried to fight those guys. I called them out, they didn't happen. So at the end of the day, they don't care about that. They care about securing their family financial future. That's what it's about. And if those fights don't happen, they don't happen. And you know when they get agitated, because it's going to come a point where it's going to have to come, they're going to start calling names out if they really want to fight. It's going to come a point where they got to start chastising these guys, disrespecting these guys, pulling up on these guys who want to fight. But if they don't go out their way or go out the loop to go do that and pull up on these guys' fights and chastise them, pull up at their press conferences, agitate them, then they're really not trying to make the fight. And neither is the other side. They both content with robbing the boxing fans of the fights that we deserve to get. So when we in 2020, in the middle of 2020, about May, June, coming to the spring, summertime, you know, and we in the same place, they in the same place they in, Lomachenko and Crawford in this video. When we asking the same question, when they gonna fight the PBC guy, when they gonna fight Mikey, you know, when fans getting agitated with them, you know, and it ain't happening. And they still just saying, you know, I'll fight anybody with a belt. You know, if they still got that mentality, you know, okay, yeah, you know, I'd like to fight him. It ain't turning to hunger. It ain't turning to passion. It ain't turning to pain. It ain't turning to starvation. Like, I need them belts. I need Mikey Garcia. I need Errol Spence. I need Keith Thurman. I need Sean Porter. I need to be undisputed. If they don't have that energy where they pulling up on them dudes, you know, chastising them, pulling them at their fight, saying their name, saying they want to fight, and they just, yeah. They still doing that shit they doing this year? Fuck them. Both sides. Fuck them. Because they don't want to fight each other. They don't want to fight the best. They don't want to prove they're the best. They don't want to. If they happy getting that 3.5 per fight, whatever Lomachenko end up getting, because his contract up pretty soon, and they content with that, fuck them. I mean, at the end of the day, if they don't want to be out there and be go-getters, all these dudes claim to be street dudes. Street dudes go out there and get it. Real street dudes go out there and get it. They hungry, they fulfill their hunger. And if they still sound like this, and Errol and all them, Crawford, Lomachenko, Mikey, all sound, yeah, okay, and they still don't want to fight each other, fuck it. 2 years from now, they still bullshitting around and dancing around each other, I'm trying to tell you, fuck it. Let it go. Move on. Move on as fans. It ain't gonna happen. 2 years from now, these dudes might be out their prime. They might be a shell of themselves. They might have lost a step or half a step or two. Like I said, man, Crawford and Lomachenko in terrible positions. Don't forget, we on Facebook. We back on Twitter. The link's in the description as well. Follow me on Twitter. You can DM me on Facebook or Twitter. I answer back video requests, questions, whatever concerns you might have. Business inquiries, go back to email. You want to make a donation, that link is in the description as well. And boxing is just in that sad state. I'm trying to say it's about to be in leagues, man. It's about to be like UFC and Strike One.